have no idea how
welcome.
much I needed that relaxing music.
I know. That's why I was like, I could play something that's a little bit, or we could play something that's a little more like, huh.
I needed the mellow more than you even know.
I know. I'm so sorry. It sounds like you've had not the best day, and I'm sorry. And I was just like, that's great. Are you ready to get on?
Yeah,
We
I
still
mean, you
can't
like you
scheduling.
literally, yeah, you were like, I get it on you from your phone. Like, I don't
I was
care.
like, "Hey, look, we're good for the mental breakdown after. I'm totally here. I'm here for it, but just after the show." So
Like,
this is what it's like working with me, people.
yeah,
Empathy,
no,
sympathy, it's up here. Like,
yeah, it was
stop
literally
crying. Let's
like
go.
because I legitimately 3-4 minutes before the show, I was like, I can't do this because like I was elbow deep in trying to get my network fixed. 6 minutes ago, I had no internet, zero. So you're seeing all this.
It's
I'm
quite amazing
sweating.
that you're able to pull yourself together. I'm like,
Look, hey, if this
I
is
am quite
together,
proud of you.
I'm
I'm
doing
quite
something
proud.
great. But Shelly was not having it. She was like, calling from the phone. I don't care. Put headphones in.
That is true. I did say, well, I didn't say that part. I did
Did you say
say,
that
so,
part?
yeah, he was like, I'm having problems with my internet. I'm like, so are you using the phone? I'm like, do you want me to like bring up the products on screen? I was just like, what is the dealio? Are we doing this? And
I
so
would have been
apparently
totally flying blind.
I am just apparently maybe not the nicest co-host. So I apologize to anyone who has to work with me.
Wait. You're the host. I'm the co-host, and I'm sweating. Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Caleb Dempsey is watching us on Amazon. Hi, Caleb. Hey, how's it going? And he wants you to know that you look great.
Thank you. I
You look
appreciate that.
great.
I'm
So
like I said, sweating, glowing.
we call it glistening, like a unicorn. Glisten,
I
glisten.
do look like a unicorn if you
By the way, Caleb, I saw your message. I just have to check the calendar. Absolutely. Thank you for thinking of me. Yes, I want to do that clubhouse room with you. So just FYI, I looked at it like literally a minute before I got on this while I was waiting for Scott. I'm like, let's go. Siesta fingers,
wait.
people. Let's go.
Waiting for me as I literally had no internet. None. It's cool though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I do feel bad. I feel bad, but here's the thing. I want people to know this. A lot of the time, right before we go live, and this is not just Scott and I, this is anyone, before anyone goes live, there's a lot of like madness that's happening behind the scenes. So you may see us as like calm, collected, like we've got our ish together. Our ish is not together. Like even if you were to look at this like floor or something, there would be boxes and whatever. So like never look at whoever you're seeing online as like they've got their lives together, because we trust we do not. So I don't
You
want
want
you
to
to
know?
ever feel like
This is how bad it is. I had this and this and this
so one is tequila,
and
one is
this
vodka.
all within a reach of my
You need a
desk.
chaser. You need a chaser. Yeah.
Totally wasted.
All right. So I
Hammer.
want to say hello. I want to give you a second. So we're going to say hello to some people in the chat. So Caleb is here. Pixel P is here. James Pruitt is here. Samantha Wood is here. Yes, everyone. And Pia is also on Amazon. And if you didn't know, we are streaming on Amazon. Tonight's show and every Tuesday when we come to you, we are also streaming on Amazon, and we're on hopefully Periscope, we'll see, and Facebook. So and YouTube. So what we're doing today, if you've never been to one of our shows, I'm Shelly. This is Scott. You never know, with the, which way it's going to go. And we do a show that is called Would You Buy That, where we pick random items from Amazon, and then we discuss it with all of you on live, as well as, wherever you're watching. And we encourage you to say yes or no, whether you would buy it too, because we're just going to ask each other that question. It's just for fun. So don't take this seriously. And it's just a place to have a good time. So it's supposed to be a relaxing, good time, Scott. Stop stressing the people out.
Freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
Freaking out, man.
I'm freaking out, man.
Oh, James Pruitt says he has it all together. And James, you teach us, man. My life is not together most of the time. So
My life is. I look, if you can notice, and this is going to drive my OCD crazy, and it's going to drive everybody. Once I point it out, you can't unsee
Or
it.
can't gonna.
You
Oh
ready?
no. Oh no.
Look at the boards behind me.
Yeah, how they're slightly off kilter. I already noticed that.
I
Here,
can't.
I'm gonna do this. Hopefully, it's a little.
No, it makes it worse. Put it back. Put it back.
Put it back. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So let's kick this show off the road. Road on the show.
Yeah, let's do it.
Road on the show,
there's
ladies.
one thing I was gonna get prepared to show you. Gotta keep talking. Keep
I
talking.
have nothing better. Like, I have not seen any of these. I'm going to try to weave the story. Like, when I mean I haven't seen any of these, I literally was like,
you know what?
click,
And
click, 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 click through the window.
I did as a co-host try and say, Scott, you've had a stressful day. You don't owe us a story. You don't have to weave the story. You don't have to do that. And he was like, nay.
I'm going to try.
It is my deal. So that's what we're doing.
I'm going to try. And I am so glad I opened up this one the way that I did, because the way that today has gone, it makes a lot of sense to start out in this particular one. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is the electric wine opener, automatic electric wine opener, corkscrew opener with foil cutter, which, by the way, vastly underrated.
Oh, yeah, so underrated.
Vastly underrated, because that foil always gives me fits on a bottle of wine. This is a Sakura electric wine opener, automatic, and it's $21. That is cheap. $21. Look at this. Requires, look,
a lot of
methods. Look, a ton of effort. I don't want to corkscrew that stuff down. And let's be honest, some of us break those corkscrews in there. We don't want that. It's dangerous.
We don't want that. It is dangerous. You know what? And so here's the deal is, okay. Were you ever in food service? Were you ever a waiter?
Yes. Okay. I was never a waiter, but my whole family, we've been in food service.
Okay. I was gonna say, like throughout like college or whatever else, like I was a waiter at various restaurants and stuff. So, you know, the waiter style corkscrew openers. I have to say that like I have so much practice at opening wine bottles from that. Like, well, it's just gonna make me sound bad. I don't know how to weave that in a way. It's just
look at this.
Hey, I get it.
The thingy on the stand cuts the foil. So the little thingy that you see right here under that says cut the foil, you cut the foil, you place it vertically as opposed to somewhere else. Press down on the button and it goes probably. I don't know. I don't have one. It probably makes a noise
exactly what it sounds like. All right.
Similar to that. Okay. And then you go to get it out.
Yes.
And $21, bam, it opens up all the wine you could possibly think of. Plus, I got to be honest with you, it's blue. It looks kind of dope.
Yeah, it does look pretty dope.
It looks kind of cool when you're having a setup there. Like, I got to give it to you. I'm not a wine drinker. So it's a thumbs down simply because I'm not a wine drinker. But if I were a wine drinker, it would be a thumbs up for me. I'm not a wine drinker.
Okay.
But if this was like open up my like I got a big bottle of tequila. It was like, hey, open up my bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
That'd be a thumbs up for me.
Okay, so personal story. You can see it on my TikTok if you go take a peek, but I have it's not necessarily a completely automatic one, but it is one where you kind of just do the handle and then it kind of pops the cork up and stuff. And I have had it a couple of times, but only on a specific rosé type of wine where it actually just plunges the cork into the wine. And if you have ever found yourself in that type of thing, if you just use a chopstick to keep the floating cork out of the way, you can still pour your wine. Okay. But yeah, I did have my revenge on it the following week. I was like, you guys, I know how to open a bottle of wine. Okay. I'm not trying to sound like a complete wino, but I'm like, I have opened many a bottle of wine, either from like my restaurant days or just from my whatever drinking wine days. And I was like, I know how to open a bottle of wine, but it's only that rosé that has done that to me. But otherwise, I will say I am very skilled at the corkscrew, the waiter style one. But I have to say that having an automatic one, depending on if the batteries are rechargeable versus the ones you have to put in batteries, does it say if it's rechargeable battery base station or if you actually have
it says rechargeable?
Okay. All right. All right.
I'm going to assume.
If that's the case, then I'm going to say I'm in. $20. That's like what the cost of some bottles of wine are. So you're just going to have that. And then also there's like a coolness factor to it. Like imagine you're on some rooftop deck and you're like, oh, who wants to open the bottle of wine? You're like, stand back, Susie. I got this.
Susie.
Right? And it's just like, bam, it's handled. Like very Olivia Pope, like it's handled, you know?
Oh, wow. Olivia Pope. I love Olivia Pope, by the way.
Right? She's
Love
kind of
her.
a BA, man. So like absolutely. So audience, listeners from wherever you are, let us know. First of all, you have to say yes or no. Would you buy that? And then you have to put what it is we're talking about right now, because when we come back and read the comments later, we won't know. So say
Samantha
yes or
Wood?
no
Sorry.
on the bottle opener.
Samantha
James says
Wood on
doesn't
YouTube-
open
Yeah,
coffee.
No. Samantha Wood says got one before and it didn't work well, so I'm going to take that as a no.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume that's a no. That's a shocking thumbs down right now. I got to be honest, I'm pretty surprised by that. I really am.
Oh, see, Pixel Pia is on my side. Which Pixel Pia? I know that you are moving and safe packing and travels to you. Caleb, if you're still over there on Amazon, let me know. Would you buy an automatic wine opener?
Happy trails to you.
Until we meet again, which probably won't be that long.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to figure out. I can see just what the next thing is in frame. You've opened your bottle of wine. You got your wine going. Maybe you've just had enough people for the day. If it's like today,
Oh my gosh, I
I've
had enough
also
people like
had
at like
enough people
noon
for
o'clock
today.
every day.
Noon o'clock today, and I have decided that I just want to drink my bottle of wine and just zone out with the tunes.
I'm in the zone. I'm in
in the zone, listening to the tunes. Perhaps I'm listening to something like, I don't know, Dave Matthews Band or something. Like I'm just straight up trying to
But
just
you know that
zone
Britney
out.
Spears actually has an album called In the Zone.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I
the
just want
album with
something
like
more
I'm a
like
Slave for You and Toxic. That was In
Well,
the Zone.
that's like I'm trying to come down. I'm not trying to go not trying to take it to another level. I'm trying to bring it down. So
Okay,
I'm trying to listen to Dave Matthews Band and just chill out with my Bose frame sopranos. Soprano?
I see where you're going with that.
So these, I've actually wanted a pair of these for so long. So they effectively use bone conduction for you to listen to the music.
No, he's bringing out the big words here, people. The big
bone
word.
conduction's a big word. Fancy medical terms.
Actually, you know what's funny is way back in the day when I worked at a like cell phone store, we had just started to carry in some of those Bluetooth Motorola headset pieces, and we always were talking about bone conduction. So it just reminds me of way back in the day. Yeah, we had two. We had the Jawbone model, the little skinny one that was like about this big, and then we had like the little Motorola ear wrap one that was. Anyways, I digress.
So this is effectively bone conduction speakers. You can make a statement by wearing fancy Bose frames. And so I'm really particular about my sunglasses. So you have a pair of these, and I did not know that. And I have always wanted a pair. I do not own a pair of these. So I have a big fat face. And so my big fat face has to have glasses that are for big fat faces.
My big fat face has got me in trouble. No. Did you ever have you ever listened to John Mayer?
I love John Mayer.
Okay, you know he has a song.
You know that called song, My Stupid Mouth. Yeah.
My Stupid Mouth. But I was in this debate with someone the other day, and it was like, it's my stupid mouth. And I'm like, it's my big fat mouth. No, my stupid mouth. And it was a whole thing. So it's an inside joke you're not part of. But immediately when you said that, I was like, my big fat head. It's got me in trouble.
So like, I have a big old melon right here. Big melon. And so I have to go with something like these tenors, not the sopranos. But I have always wanted a pair of these. So from the sunglasses perspective, they're fine, right? You're going to have all of the polarized lenses that you possibly need, blocks everything out. You're going to get 5.5 hours of charge for the sunglasses, continuous listening. I'm going to be honest with you. 5.5 hours is a really long time when you're listening to music.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. There's a really good chance that you can probably take them off and recharge them at any given point, setting them down. So 5.5 hours is plenty long enough. And even when the volume is turned all the way up and it being bone conduction, somebody can hear that something's around, but not the explicit music that you're listening to. So this is if I could go double thumbs up, I would go double thumbs up. They are $250. So not cheap.
Correct.
But for me, it's the duality of it all, of both sunglasses. Like in the summertime, they're perfect for me because I can still hear people around me, so I don't have earbuds in. If I'm walking on the street, riding a bike, whatever, I still can have everything around me and still listen to my music.
Okay. Audience, let us know. Would you buy that? Now, here's the deal. I will say, I actually have an unboxing of the pair of sunglasses that I do have. And this particular is a newer style. It's this, back when I bought them, it was maybe 2 years ago, actually.
Okay.
I think it's more than 2 years now. The original ones came out. They had like the little round ones, and then they had the ones that I got. And I unboxed them, and I was like, at first I thought they were pretty cool, but then I realized really quickly that you know how sometimes you want to adjust your sunglasses because, like, for me, I don't have a very pronounced bridge of my nose. So sunglasses always fall down my face quite a bit. So sometimes I have to do some manipulation with the arms or whatever you want to call them. You cannot do that with this.
No, you can't.
No, absolutely not. And another thing with this is that you think that the music is going to sound really, really great. But I will say that if it's something that has like a lot of bass in it, it sounds horrific. It sounds not good, not good. And you would think a company like Bose, which is known for like, you know, audio quality or something like that, if they were going to do sunglasses, they were going to still make them sound great. And I have to say the sound was like, eh. And then not only that, the way that you charge these little suckers is inside of that arm. There's like a little magnetic cable thing that just attaches to it. And yeah, there's only one way that it like connects. And so it's not like you set it down into a cradle and it is like you have to have this little charger cable thing with you. So you carry it around in the bag as well. And so all of those things combined, I thought I was going to love these. And I actually ended up not really liking them. However, all of that said, this particular style intrigues me because I really like the cat eye look. And so like I was looking at this and I was like, why am I like such a glutton for punishment that I'm seriously considering these like at all? And they have different lenses that you can you pop those ones out. You can pop in different, like they have rose colored ones, they have blue colored ones, and they have the polarized ones. And I was just kind of like, do I want these? I kind of almost feel like I do, but I know that the sound quality isn't that great. I hate the way that you have to charge them. They don't fit on my face and there's no adjusting them, but I still like them. And I'm so like torn with myself, you know? I'm just like, it's like a begrudging thumbs up, but I want to do a thumbs down. So I'm kind of like, I don't know how I really feel about it. Like here. I don't know. Like,
do it.
You guys tell me how I feel. Tell me how I feel about it.
I think what you're going to do is you're going to end up ordering these.
I don't think I'm going to order them, but I'm saying maybe I will reuse the ones that I currently have. I will say that in the summertime, at least they were kind of nice as sunglasses, but then you get a little bit paranoid that you're going to lose them, you know, because how a lot of the time I buy $10 sunglasses from like from the gas station, you know, because like you don't care if you lose them, but like all of a sudden you're like, I care if I lose these. This is a big deal to me because they're expensive.
I kind of want them now.
I will say that we were on like a cruise and they force you to do this like safety where like presentation where everyone's standing on the deck and blah, blah, blah. I was wearing these and like listening to, I think it was like Michael Jackson or something at the time. And I'm like, at least if I'm going to have to be here, I'm going to listen to my music. But when the music is up high enough, other people around you will hear it. They do hear it.
They do hear it?
It's not like it's completely silent. Like like if you were sitting on the couch next to me, like you would hear it. Oh, you'd be like, oh yeah, Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal. And I'd be like, oh, maybe I should turn it down.
I guess I never really like, I was in a store when I had them on and I couldn't hear that. So that's not really fair. All right, that's fair.
Maybe not.
Okay, online. Adam, let's see. I'm guessing Bluetooth, so we could listen to Shelly's.
They are Bluetooth.
Shelly's live shows, not lies. That was sorry.
Okay, well, my
Freudian
lies
slip,
would
some
be a
would say.
YouTube short because you would have to try and compile all of these into, and it would be less than 15 seconds.
No to the
That's probably
sunglasses
why.
from Samantha. Headphones are good for me. Adam's Exploit says, you just have a big head like me, Scott. You have an extra large brain. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So on Amazon, Caleb says, a pro of prescription glasses. I cannot lose them because I can't see without them.
Fair
And
enough.
Modern Day Family Man says, agreed. I have 4 different brands and I love wearing them on the beach. Wait, what did I miss? It says, I have heard of these and they sound great, but I know that it's going to be a no from me because I wear glasses and I don't want to worry about headphones and my prescription. See? Smart.
Pixel PS says, blind as a bat without glasses. So sunglasses are a no. Para Jada. I'm sorry if I said that wrong.
Paragetta. Oh, hey, Daniel.
I always lose sunglasses. Haha.
See,
I
because that's
have
why I
bought,
buy like the $10 ones from like the gas station because you don't care if you lose them.
I buy the $12 Amazon ones for big fat heads.
You pay extra for that because there's more
I
material.
pay $2. I pay $2 extra for all the extra brain that I have.
Jim Hughes says hello to Shelly and Scott.
Hello.
I was just in a room with him in not a clubhouse room, but in a Zoom call because he's part of a Facebook group that is. Oh, I probably shouldn't talk about that at Amazon. But anyways, it was nice to see them over there. Hello. And I was a guest over there. So now hello over here. So, all right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Now, moving on, you've got, this is awful segue. Don't do what I'm about to say. You've had a single glass of wine. You have your tunes on and you realize that you've decided that you need to go to the grocery store to maybe pick up a little bit of takeout. Now you want to put your dog in the back seat. I'm not advocating drinking and driving. Please don't do that. Drink responsibly. Don't do that.
We talked about that last week too.
Yep.
Always advising that.
Responsibly. But you decided that you want to take your best dog friend with you. And now in the back seat, you're like me. You have a dog. I have a big dog that sheds. I have a Jeep that we love to take rides in. And I desperately need something like this. This is the waterproof, scratch-proof Hammock for dogs. Quite honestly, it's basically to protect your seats.
Yes.
I have a dog that sheds. He sheds everywhere. Everywhere.
Which is why you have that lint roller thing.
I have the lint roller thing because...
Update, how's that going?
Hasn't come in.
Oh, it still hasn't come in.
Nope.
It's been a week. It's not Amazon Prime?
Oh, nope, it was.
Okay, I hear where you're going with that.
Yeah, so fun story. Not that I'm going to throw... Let's just say that there is a 3-letter acronym shipping company that still has a box of like HelloFresh, the food, that hasn't been delivered for a week. Fairly certain that food probably
not fresh. Not fresh any longer.
Not fresh. It must also be in the same place where the lint roller is.
Digital Slang wants you to know, first of all, I own that already and I love it.
Perfect. See, there you go.
There's
I need this
recommendation. Okay, so I will say, for me personally, I probably would not get this because you've seen how small my dog is. So that's like a romper room. That's just a recipe for a disaster right there. So I have a box thing like that takes up an entire seat. Like a deep cube box looking thing. And they just chill out in there and sleep in there. But something like this, I would feel like going around the corner, like they'd just be tossed about. So I feel like this is for like a bigger dog. Maybe not like a small dog.
Now this right here, vastly underrated. And I'll tell you why right here. This, the way they have it, my daughter is in swimming. Huge swimmer. I don't want my seats soaking wet to smell like a pool. This is a godsend when it comes to...
my mom has like a big dog, like a big lab golden retriever-ish looking thing. And they go sometimes like to the beach or something. And so like wet dog with sand all over because the dog, likes to run around in the water. This is the type of thing that you would lay down so that when the dog jumps in, like you don't ruin your car and have it smell like wet dog and have sand everywhere. So like I see that for this. Maybe not like the hammock thing, but definitely like this, just a seat protector thing.
Yep. I would buy it strictly for like hauling around my daughter from swim. And the fact that it's also good for the dogs is perfect. It is a thumbs up. I mean, it's $35. It's a thumbs up for me. It's
And
easy thumbs
see,
up.
Samantha Wood says yes to the seat cover. I go hiking with my husky all of the time, and it protects my seats from the water and mud. I love it. I don't know
Perfect.
if you know this, Samantha Wood, but there is a channel called Gone to the Snow Dogs where you can watch my friend Jessica Hatch with her two cute huskies. They have a great channel. So Gone to the Snow Dogs, huskies, if you like that. Caleb says, if I had a dog, I would say yes! Exclamation point, smiley face. And you had
Pixel
I gotta
Pixel
find the thumbs
PS.
up for you. Thumbs up for
Yeah, it's
you.
thumbs up for me. Pixel PS says too late for the dog hammock. For me, the car is officially the dogmobile. Can't be safe for the dog hair any longer. But if I got a new car, that would be a must. So yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say the idea of it and seat protection, yes. For my dogs in particular, no.
Fair enough. Fair
Mhm,
enough.
mhm.
All right.
Anyone else
So
out there? James
I,
Pruitt says, I got kids. Ellipses. Yes. Thumbs up.
oh, perfect. This is a perfect segue. I did not plan this, by the way, because I'm going right down the list.
Right
So
down the
let's just say
list.
that this is probably for Pixel Pia. You have gone down the list to say, oh, crap. I forgot. I don't, where is this at?
Pixel Pia says, oh crap, I forgot.
Well, hang on. No, she didn't say, oh, crap. I forgot. Like, where is this on the, oh, here it is. Pixel Pia did not say that. I said
Mm,
that. Oh,
mhm.
crap. I forgot to buy the hammock thing. And now I have to clean out my car.
We've got a bit of
And
a situation on our
we got a
hands.
situation here, and this situation requires the flagship Dyson V7, not V6.
Oh, yeah, I was like,
V6
V6, not good
and
enough.
not good enough. We got to go with the V7
Mm,
cordless stick vacuum,
mhm.
bagless. Hello, awesome. Rechargeable, double awesome. Height adjustable, great. That means the kids can use
Every
it.
word you have your own
I know, right?
reaction.
Word, adjective. Another word, bigger adjective. Now it's expensive, $327. But as a person who has shopped around for vacuum cleaners more than I care to admit, 327 is really not that bad. And
Mhm,
the idea that this
mhm.
thing can basically go just about anywhere, I am for that energy. I mean, look at that. Look,
Oh,
that's what I want.
first of all,
That
Caleb
specifically right
says,
there.
"I have this. I love it. It is a strong yes." So you already have, like, a fan in Caleb over
Strong, I
there.
mean, to
He's
me, it's
telling
a
you,
strong yes.
"Strong yes."
So it's not very heavy. 75% more brush power. I want it just for this right here, the stairs. Absolutely despise the
That
stairs.
is the
Again,
worst part,
for
like,
the
dealing with the
dog.
cord, dealing with
Mhm,
oh, not no, just period. Just
mhm,
period. The
mhm.
stairs are the worst. Mhm, so
Look at
we've
that.
got
You can get
one
those dust bunnies up in the corner.
resounding I will say not just dust, but like spider webs. The spider
Mhm.
webs up top. Like, seriously, why the spider webs? James Pruitt says, can I pay someone to vacuum?
Mm. I I'm sorry. Sorry, James. I will send the maid over for you.
Oh, Samantha Wood says, yes, they already watch them and they have a channel of their own, Sam's Life with a Husky. Oh, I love that. I
Nice.
love dogs. I will say I have, I don't know if you know this, but I have an Instagram account just for my dogs because I figured that people would just be sick of me only posting about my dogs, which is funny because I still happen to post a lot about my dogs. They have their own Instagram, but side note, that Instagram only follows other dogs. It's very selective with who it follows. It's only other dogs. So if you have an Instagram for your dog, Samantha, send it over to Cooper and Casey because
You can mount
they
this
will
on the
follow
wall.
you.
You can mount this on the wall.
Yes.
By the way, this woman on in the picture doesn't look real. Like she
She's like
does
a robot.
looks very robotic, right?
Mhm. She is
Okay.
very much like the robot Eve. What is that one? Like the movie that came out with them on the island and like it's the Eve, whatever robot it is. Okay. So
Just make
Pixelpia
it up.
says, you
I mean,
had me on height adjustable because I am a shorty and we have a central vacuum in the new house, which I hate. So absolutely, this is a big yes. And Paragetta says, I got a robot vacuum that does the cleaning for me, but if I didn't, I would consider it. but it is worth it for sucking up spiders now that you mention it. I will say the Hoover maneuver on spiders is absolutely what I use the little like hose attachment for. I am a spider
Really?
sucker upper.
I usually just get them and then put them
Mm-mm.
outside.
I'm a
I'll
spider sucker upper.
scoop them up.
Or I make my
go
husband do it
outside.
because I'm just like, no. Yeah, I can't.
They serve a purpose.
Mhm.
They eat the gnats and the little bugs. Anyway, so it's a strong thumbs up
Anyways,
for
it's a
me.
strong thumbs up for you. You know what's funny is I think, like sometimes when you get married and you merge houses and stuff like that, like you each have your own like cookware or things, and then you get married and then sometimes you get more. I
Oh yeah.
think somewhere in the depths of like some closet somewhere, we have something like this.
You don't even have it out?
Nope. Because we have like a robot vacuum thing, and I had like a Dyson vacuum thing, and like, do we need another Dyson? I'm like, I had a Dyson, he had a Dyson, we both have, you know what I mean? And then we have a robot. So it's like, stop shaming me.
I'm not shaming. No shaming at all.
Audience, does it sound like he's shaming me? Like
I
that
didn't say
tone that was
anything.
inflected
How
with
could
the
it?
like,
How could I?
can't even
How
have it
could I?
out?
How could I
That
sound
tone.
like I was shaming you when I wasn't even talking?
That right there. that face that you're sending through the internet. I don't appreciate this judgment, this level of judgment. I already agreed with you. I already
This is
like
a judgment-free
I already
zone.
gave you the thumbs up on
This is a
it.
judgment-free zone. Okay, so
I feel judged.
you're not judged. So everybody's a thumbs up. So
I
we're good
feel
there.
judged.
Also, now let's just say that you've decided again, the wine's out of your system. You've got whatever the second item was that I mentioned. Uh,
You said you were going to get takeout. You had to take the dog with you.
take the dog with me. So, but we decided that we're not going to do takeout now.
You don't even know your own stories.
I'm weaving stories as I go. But I have something. I have a bike on the back of my machine, and the dog and I are going to go for a ride. The dog will not be on the bike with me. He'll be running beside me because that would be weird. Also, really uncomfortable because my dog's 100 pounds. But I
The
digress.
story is weird.
The,
All right.
the next thing that we're going to show is exactly how fast are we going? Because maybe you get in a foot race with the dog. Because I mean, that's what everybody does. Like, I want to know how fast the dog can run. So therefore, I'm on my bike because I'm not going to run because I'm not running. So now I have an RPM speed sensor for your iPhone or Android that you put on your bike to know how fast you're going on your bike. You put this little doohickey right here on your bike. It's called the Wahoo! Speed. For $40, you can figure out exactly how fast you're going directly to your iPhone or your Android.
Couldn't you just use like an iPhone watch or Fitbit or something if you're already wearing it that would tell you like how fast you're moving? Like if you're wearing some sort of GPS tracker looking thingy?
I don't think that would be as accurate as actually having this on the device because that's not the
You know what though?
only thing that
What
your
if you
watch
just sit
does.
there on one of like the things where it's you just sit there and you spin the thing, you spin the tire. It's not actually on.
What happens if you don't ride your bike? Well, just say hypothetically outside of this fictitious story that I just made up. What happens if you're inside cycling? Strap it to the tire that you have in the back and it's just going.
Maybe. But like I could also just sit there and like you spin it like a spindle and like technically the thing is spinning, but it's not like, go like I haven't traveled anywhere.
You can pull up that LOL the shaming comment from Samantha again because you're shaming me right now. What words? You're shaming me right now. I'm
How am
being
I
shamed.
shaming you? I'm saying
Shamed.
logistically, I don't know exactly how that really.
Shamed.
Maybe your comprehension skills are actually.
Oh,
now I'm
we're
shaming.
gonna go after my
If I'm gonna go
comprehension
down
skills.
for this, then I'm
going on my comprehension skills. Now you say I don't have a good handle on the language.
I would have thought with your big old brain and your giant head, you would have been able to input this quickly and actually have
Joke's on you. There's nothing in here.
Just a pretty hat box.
It's a pretty hat box. I have great hair. Thank you very much. Hair toss if I had it.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Okay, so Caleb says, I would prefer putting this money towards the Peloton add-on for the spin bike.
There we go.
So there's an add-on.
For
First,
me,
you have to spend $2,000 for the Peloton. There is apparently some sort of bike alternative that a lot of people are touting on Amazon as like a Peloton close replacement. You know, like,
is the Nordic
hey,
track.
I'm not sure if they're like, hey, buy this bike for like $500, then just do the Peloton class membership that you know, cast your TV or something. And it's like, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways. Pixel P says, I don't care how fast I am biking, so I do not need a speed sensor. Biking is for relaxation. So capital, no. Capital.
I'm being shamed right now. It's fine. I'll be drugged through this mud.
Oh, Modern Day Tech says, there's apps that do that. So I'm not shaming you, but I did ask that question at the beginning. And I'm like, if you have like a wearable fitness device or, you know, your phone can do some of this stuff, I'm not sure the point of this. Plus, you could just sit there and trick the system, I feel like.
Everybody is saying no.
But what do you...
It's a resounding
what's
no.
in your heart? What's in your heart of hearts, little pointy-haired man?
Oh, my. We had to get personal there.
I was talking nicely to you. Although it doesn't sound very nice.
I was going to say, replay that small pointy-haired man.
No, I said pointy-haired man. Pointy-haired. Your hair is pointy.
It is pointy.
Yeah. Like so this is just a descriptor.
It's a unicorn horn. Man. It's a thumbs down.
You're a thumbs down on that one. You tried to make it sound all bad, like I did something.
I tried. I really did. I try really hard to weave the story of excellence back and forth. So you've now decided that, you know, I've gotten to the place where I've got to be, and I can't do this anymore. I have to relax. And
now, so before you do that, I want to give you a couple of additional little tidbits from the viewing audience. Okay. Because you just glossed over it. You didn't even ask them their opinion. You were just like, let me run away with my shame and move on to the next item.
No, I said everybody
said we're going to relish in it for a second. Where you have to say, Caleb says, oh no, there's a clip-on that that you can put on a non-smart spin bike and then cast the spin class to the TV. There's that. And then we've got, let's see here. Parajetta says, I don't exercise enough to need to know how fast I'm going. It's a 0. Haha, that's a no from me. That's actually very accurate in my life. So yeah, I don't need that to call me out. Samantha Wood says, no thanks. I'd use it once or twice and then never use it again. And then Pixelpia is shaming me. So I want you to know, I will even put this one on screen. Give me a second.
Thank you. Pixelpia is out
and
there
she
for
says,
me, and I'm here for that.
Yeah, you're standing up for Sky. Says Shelly's version of talking nice is short, pointy hair man. That's not what I said, people. That's not what I said. But
check the tape. Check the tape. Run it back.
I didn't call you short.
I don't know if you did or not.
Right? I said you were a pointy-haired man.
It's
right?
Okay. It's okay.
Anyways,
okay.
I was trying to say I'm been
gonna
publicly
make up
shamed.
for it with this next one.
Been publicly shamed.
I'm making up for it in this next one because you've worked out the dogs. You're back home. Everything's great. Maybe you've decided to electronically open another bottle of wine or whatever, and you now want to go into a deep state of meditation and relaxation for this particular item right here. This is the Whom band. Whom band.
For whom?
Whom.
For you?
For meme. Whom.
Okay, tell us about this magical
So
device.
This is a headband that helps you fall asleep.
Oh, damn it. Samantha Wood said you said short. Sorry. That's so funny. I didn't mean to call you short. I don't know where I was going with that.
I'm not even that short.
I know. So that's why I was like so confused. I'm like, I wouldn't call him short. I don't know. I apologize for the short part. I stand by the pointy-haired man part.
It's all good. Look, I
will apologize for things I have done, not for the things that I mean.
Wow. Samantha,
I meant it. You are a pointy-haired man.
I do have pointy hair. I'm one of the very few people that can pull
I
off what I
know.
refer
That's
to
why,
as a
like, I'm not
pro
sorry I
hawk.
said that, but apparently
Pro
I
hawk.
threw in short in front of it, so I apologize for that.
I'm 5'10". I'm not tall, but I'm not short. I'm
Yeah,
average American height.
but the thing is, I didn't mean to call you short, but yeah, let's move on. So I already apologized for that.
Anyway, the Whom Band Wireless. For me, this is absolutely something that I love. So like I'm really into more of the Alan Watts style of meditation where I can't sit silently in a room. My attention just does not do well with that. I have to have like complete and utter darkness, sound, like all of that. So like I will sit into a room when I do meditation Alan Watts style and go complete sit in complete darkness, headphones as loud as they'll go. And so for me, this is something that
Headphones
I
as
can
loud as they'll go for meditation.
I know it sounds really counterintuitive. It really does.
Yes. Uh-huh.
But if you put headphones on and listen to like ocean noises
Mhm.
and just kind of let your brain go off and do the thing, that's my version of meditation.
Okay.
So it
So
is a thumbs
I
up
got
for
a thumbs
me.
up from you. I have to say, this looks ridiculously not like anything that I would ever, ever entertain.
Really?
No. Okay, so so Caleb Dempsey says, "Oh God, ellipses. This one seems dot 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 all bad dot dot dot. Please change my mind." So there's that. Can you put it on large? I don't know. So here's the thing: is one, it kind of looks like when you go like snowboarding or skiing, and you've got the ski bunnies that like need their hair to be out but want their ears to be
Mhm.
covered. It gives me like snow bunny vibes right there. So it's
I
just
could
kind of
see
like
that.
weird that you're wearing this, but like wearing it to sleep while listening to like meditation and like having something like restricted on my head. Like I already get upset if I fall asleep with like a ponytail because my hair wakes up with like a weird kink in it and it like feels like I have to like no, like there's just no, no,
What about a sleep mask?
I don't like that either.
See, I know a lot of people that sleep with sleep masks on. So like the object of it being on your head, I can't have
Gotcha.
something on my eyes. Like that's something for me is like I can have something over my ears, but not my eyes.
So
So for
Pixelpia
me,
says
it's
you want to
a
see the whole thing.
yeah,
It
like
also doesn't look like it's very comfortable. So one of those pictures that was it didn't look like it was super
I mean, that looks comfy.
mm,
Look how comfy she looks.
see, I would hate that covered over my ears and like on my I don't
See,
think
like
I like that at
to
all.
me, I think it's a matter of like I would want that. Now, wired doesn't make a darn bit of sense to me.
Mm-mm.
Like
You're like, are you
it
signing up
has
for a
to
sleep
be
study? Are you
yeah,
like
like I couldn't do wired. It would have to be
mm-mm.
Bluetooth. But I mean, if you start looking at elastic and breathable foam that squeezes your head, and then Bluetooth 5 module that goes with the flat earphones.
I will say that so these ear monitors that I wear, the Shure, these are the Shure 215s. And so these are like one of their more like famous models, right? And one of the reasons that I like them is they have the inverted earpiece so that if you were to ever like lay flat, there's nothing that sticks out. Like it would, it's like flat because it's internal. So I've always really, really liked these, and they also have like a Bluetooth thing for like your phone, and they can be wireless. But I just do it like hooked into like my Scarlett. But like if I'm gonna wear a headphone thing, then I'm gonna wear like a headphone thing on purpose. But I don't think I
Oh,
would wear it on like a headband thing that just covered my ear. Like
I just the object of something being inside my ear versus resting on it at night. Oh, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. But like, I have no trouble putting on like a headband like that and laying down because nothing would be going inside my ear. Like the inside of my ear, like, oh God, nope, strong pass. So like
hmm,
for me, this is a yes because well, one, I need to meditate more, period. And then two, I think it would just be I I think this is all personal preference. This one's a tough
yeah,
one.
I think so. So Caleb says it looks like it would just squeeze my head, and I would wake up with headband lines. So there's headband hair is a concern. But Pixel Pia says, I would love it. Absolutely a big yes for the headband.
I feel like this is like
It's
it's
very
kind of
polarizing,
it.
right?
It really, really is. It's like you either love it or you hate it,
Yeah.
and
And
there's
then
probably
Samantha
nowhere
just
in
said,
between.
no, anything on my head or in my hair while I sleep will give me a headache. And
Interesting.
then Paragetta says, it's got to feel weird sleeping with that, with it in it. So it's a no for her.
Okay.
So I think the only yes is you and Pixel Pia. Does that sound about right? That sounds about right, I think.
Sounds about right.
So I'm gonna give this one a thumbs down and be like, it's a little, I don't think so. Not for me. Not for me, dog.
Okay. All right. Hey, I get it. I get it.
But Pixel P says an extra is it comes in small. So there's that.
Fair enough. So maybe you decided that you don't want something on your head, but you still want to have those nice oceanic noises
Hmm.
that come from something when you're trying to sleep.
Hmm.
Therefore, it goes with the all new 4th gen Echo Dot, the smart speaker with a clock and Alexa built in.
Okay.
Now, this is $60,
Hmm.
which is actually quite reasonable when it comes to a smart
Oops.
home anything.
Mhm.
So, from a size perspective, you can see on screen right now the fictitious green plant. It's not a very large. It looks like it's a little bit bigger than a softball.
Hmm.
So, so nothing that's overwhelmingly huge. Very much something that could fit on. I mean, glasses for size, glasses for scale. Um, I am all about. Well, okay, so up until all the network issues that I've had, I'm all about making my smart home as smart as it possibly can be. Now I need to make sure that my smart home isn't the thing that's actually killing my network. Sweet.
Uh-huh. So that notwithstanding, in an ideal world where your internet is currently working, like every day.
Okay. So in an ideal world, I am a Google guy, so thumbs down.
Oh, that's an interesting reason to, yeah, okay. I can see where you're going with that. Um, I put this one in the list and I was thinking about this because I have like a little Google Dot thing. I have a
Mhm.
little Alexa thing. I have like Nest Smart Hubs and the photo frame ones and I have like a Facebook portal. So like I
You have a
have,
portal?
yeah, the Portal
Huh.
Plus, like
I
the
gotta
one that
ask
with
you
the
about that.
rotating screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. And I even had a video about it on my vertical video channel. They did something though. They updated it where you can no longer go live into a Facebook group, which a lot of people are complaining about, which is definitely a big fat bummer. But other than that, it's actually pretty cool. Um, I'm gonna say I put this in here because I thought it's nice and small. It's nice because you can say like you have the time on it and it's not super in your way. You can still
Mhm.
ask Google, or Alexa questions. You can order things if you need to. You can play music or listen to podcasts or all that kind of stuff. So I think the general idea of this little guy, yes, I'm kind of platform agnostic at the end of the day.
Okay.
I don't really care if it's an Alexa one or a Google Dot at the end. Like, I think they're both kind of useful in their own way. So,
Yeah, if I were, mine is strictly because I'm in the Google ecosystem. That is the only reason. I have the minis. I have 2 Google Maxes off to the side of me that you can't see. Um, I am Google through and through. I love the idea of the smart home. I have them everywhere, um, much to the privacy of everything. But I love the idea of the smart home. If you are an Alexa family, this is a no-brainer.
mhm.
Like to me, like so like, even though I gave it a thumbs down, it's
Oh,
strictly from the
yeah.
thumbs down of a I'm in the Google ecosystem.
Well,
So the
okay,
Google
that
Assistant.
notwithstanding, replace this with a Google one, you'd say
Oh
yes.
yeah, there's no question. It's
I
yes.
was gonna say I forgot about the fact that you can also tell specific rooms to say something and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Scott, it's dinner time," and say that in your downstairs living area or something, and like that is really smart.
I abuse that. That is a
Mhm.
great bit. So for me, the idea of if you are an Alexa home, there is no question you should buy this. If you are a Google ecosystem, probably would want
They
to look at
probably
like a
have
mini.
something similar just from
Yeah, a mini.
yeah. So I'm going to say, Caleb says, I feel bad that I would have to say no, because I am an Apple family only household. There are no other smart assistants allowed in this house. He's funny. He's like, there are no other allowed in this house. And he says that he agrees with you. Now, Samantha Wood says, thumbs up. The clock is a nice addition with Alexa.
Mhm.
And let me see. I think I can put some of these, if they're coming from YouTube, I can put some of them in. Paragetta says, oh, hey, I worked on that logo. I'm in for it, but I am biased.
You worked on the Alexa logo?
She's also worked on billboards. People may have seen. As this, I always wish mine had a clock thumbs up. And
Then follow
then
me on Instagram. I need to know.
Pixelpia says, if we didn't have too many Alexas and Dots already, I would be interested. But right now, it is a no.
That's the other thing is like you can get these things around for like a Black Friday special.
Sometimes
Like at the end of the year in fourth quarter, they're like, hey, if you buy this other thing, we'll give you 17 dots for like 13 cents. Because they definitely want that. And it's fun to see smart homes kind of go the way that they're going. But for Caleb, I mean, it's fine that you are an all Apple home. It's totally fine that you have the third best.
Apple has oh my gosh, stop right now. Stop. You're not going to shame Caleb for whatever smart home assistant or whatever they have in their house. We are not about that life here.
Hang on.
Keep your
Caleb,
opinions.
No, hang on. Somebody follow me. So, I cannot say the name. Paragetta? Yes?
I'm just gonna let you keep there and fumbling with it.
I'm gonna butcher the name. Follow me on Instagram at the Scott Peachy or at Scott Peachy on Twitter because I need to know that you worked on those logos. That's freaking awesome. By the way, if anybody's not following me, you should do that anyway. Shameless plug. Caleb, same thing.
Caleb says, "I'm happy to take this convo offline." Scott, LOL. I'm surprised he didn't throw in a couple of punchy emojis right there.
Let's do it. You hit my socials. At the Scott Peachy, Instagram at Scott.
I'm telling you right. You be nice to Caleb.
No,
you be nice.
I mean, I'm gonna be very nice to him. He likes the third best stuff.
Stop it.
Oh, I said what I said. I said what I said.
He said, I will. Ha ha ha.
I'm checking my phone now to say like he probably already has. Like, I'm gonna find you. I have a very unique skill set. I will find you.
James Pruitt says, my wife is scared of Alexa, so we don't have any.
I understand. I definitely get it. Like, you want to talk about something creepy? You can actually listen. If you have a Google powered assistant, you can listen to all of your Google recordings in your Google account.
Paragetta said, haha, I followed you.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. We have one more, and I have just butchered this to death. Now, I threw this one in there. Shelly, this is for me and you.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is, I've seen this and I want it.
I already know how you feel now.
Yeah. Just automatically throw a thumbs up on the screen because I've already said it.
All right.
Said what I said.
Yeah,
this right here.
See that. I can see that.
I see it all the time, everywhere. And I want this.
I'm going to find the thumbs up here for you.
It is the Pivo Pod Red auto tracking smartphone pod.
Mm-hmm.
It is for content creation, hands-free videos and photos, 360, where it will follow you around the house. Video calls, tracking, live streaming, anything. You can have a camera person. See, there you go. Auto tracking as you're just jamming out. Auto tracking when you're doing unleashing your potential. Crazy clone trail, tiny planet, mini me, many, not many. And so for me, the idea is like, it's not a large thing. And I believe if it's right, you can actually put this on a tripod, which means you can put this on a tripod, put it on your counter, anywhere you are, and it will follow you around using their app. So for me, I love the idea of it. So I'm such a sucker for like smart home photography or smartphone photography, videography, anything at all like that. And here's the best part. This is where I think it gets you. Even though it's $100, this would be the perfect addition to show folks that you can use 360 vertical video, because you can actually flip the phone and put it in vertical mode.
Mm-hmm.
You can fully
Jetta says,
utilize
I
that.
want it, all in caps.
Yes.
So
I want it.
Okay. All right. Audience, what do you think out there? Would you buy that? Would you buy that? So here's the deal. I bought that.
You did? I did not know that. I put this out here.
I know you chose this. I thought it was hilarious
I did not
that you put
know
this in. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to show him. I have this. I have this.
I did not know
they
that.
got me on Instagram. They totally nailed me on, it was Instagram or Facebook, I tell you. And I was just like, saw it. And I was like, and I'll also have, I paid more for it than what it is listed for currently. Because when I bought it directly from the company. And I bought this 2 years ago. I was going on a trip to Thailand back when we could travel, right? And I was like, this just seems like the perfect type of thing to take with you. You're traveling around, it can follow you, it tracks your body. And the biggest thing was it took more than a month or something to get to me because it was coming from overseas. And I was like, is it going to get here in time? Is it going to get here in time? But it did. But one thing I want you to know right off the bat, you know how it charges? Micro USB, first of all. It's just one more micro USB cable.
Okay. I mean, our Shure MV7s charge micros. So
I know. I just thought that was hilarious. It charges micro USB. One thing that I love about this period, I have to say, it has a built-in integration. I thought this was so ironic with Restream.
No way.
It does. So here is the deal. You could set up a live stream through Restream, which is currently what we're using to stream to Amazon and to all the places. It is the only way I've seen you can put your phone in vertical orientation, hook up through Restream, and you will actually be streaming vertically to the sites. Whereas a lot of the time, if you have your phone up and down, it's still going to do it in like the portrait orientation. Like it's the true, or in the landscape one. It's the true only way that I've seen. I've done a test on it, and I did it, and it was on my Facebook page, and you can see it where it says like testing out the Pivopod or Pivopod. I never exactly know how to say it, but it will actually stream vertical. It is a little bit weird though, because it also, and I'm just telling you about it because I have it, but it has this little remote as well. So you can also program it to take a photo after a certain thing. Like if you snap or if you clap or if you do something like that, it will know to take a photo, or you can have it try and like follow you around and take a photo with like this little remote thing. So it's kind of cool. And they also have an attachment so you can put on like a GoPro or something like that. It's really interesting though. It also has these tiny little feet. I was actually going to do a video on this. I just never got around to it, but it has tiny feet that you can kind of like spread out. You see where, or it has the little screw and jack. So yes, you can totally mount this on top of any tripod that has like that threaded thing. So it's kind of nice. So you can have it on top of like a tripod, and then you could do some sort of 360. I will say that I've seen some of the photos, and I have one on my Instagram, I think, where it's like half video, half photo, because you can do half and half. The video quality wasn't that great. The photo quality wasn't that great because it makes you take the photo through the app itself. You know what I mean? Like it, and even though I was using my iPhone 10, I didn't feel like the quality was amazing because there's something that happened. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's improved over time though, because like I said, I mostly used it, a year, 2 years ago. But one thing that is neat about it is that, so I was on this dance team for a while, and sometimes we'd have to do homework and turn ourselves videos in where you're obviously not standing in one spot. So this was really easy because I didn't need to have anyone filming me, and I could say track my body, and it would kind of like do this little action, try and keep me in the frame. But I will say if you're moving quickly, it has a harder time catching up. But if you're just kind of like walking around, so if you were someone who was like cooking in your kitchen and using this to like stream, great. If you're someone though who's like dancing and running quickly, maybe it's just better to like have someone hold it. You know what I mean?
It's funny you mentioned that because one of the bad reviews for it was it's not suited well for horseback riding.
Okay. You know what's really funny about that is one of the modes that they call is like track your body or track a horse. Like they use like a horse like little picture. I don't know if they were trying to be funny. I don't know exactly what the part
Huh.
was about that, but it's just really interesting that they said that. Another thing that's kind of weird about it is like when you're running up to it or coming back from it, it's constantly trying to either find your face or find your body. So if you're coming towards it, it just kind of like starts like spinning around.
No.
Like trying to like find you, like where are you, where are you? But one thing that's kind of cool, it has this you can do like this photo in parts, you know, so like you could go from like here till here and you can decide like 3 or 4 photos. So it'll be like 3 2 1 picture, then run and you move and you're like 3 2 1 picture, and then like it will stitch it together. So there's some
God,
fun
amazing.
stuff that it kind of has. I will say that I didn't feel that the video quality, even when you say like record high quality, that it was particularly great because it only functions when you have it on Bluetooth with the app running together. You know what I mean? So I was also
Hmm.
afraid too. I'm like, should I leave it plugged in so it's like charging the entire time? Because I don't know if I was in the middle of a stream, if all of a sudden it shut down, like if the base shut down, but the phone was still going, like what would that
And
look
now I want
like?
to know, like,
I have so many questions.
I have so
More
many
more
questions. Like
questions.
Samantha said, it's funny because they advertise it for horseback riding. Um,
And like if you look in the app, it says something about like tracking the body or tracking like a horse like head. And I was just like, what?
like
I was
why
so
the
confused
horse
by
head?
that. I know.
So in YouTube, Pixel Pia says yes. Um, let's see, what else do we got? I would get it if I needed it. Don't do anything currently from Samantha. James has hundreds of micro USB cables.
I feel like though, if I really kept going with it and trying, maybe I could. It seems like it would be a good idea, you know, and there are cases where it is. So I feel like in certain conditions, it's really cool, including the condition with the hooking up with Restream vertically. I
That's
thought
pretty
that was
dope.
really cool. I thought that was dope, actually. So I would say I have to give it a thumbs up though because I obviously bought it and I bought
I
it
did
for
not
when it
know
was
that when
more.
I did
I
that.
know. That's why I thought it was so ironic. And one, I didn't know that it was actually on Amazon, and two, I didn't know that it was going to be at that price either. So I was like, oh, this is so funny because I actually have this. So I was like, at least I thought I would show you. I have this. I have it.
Awesome.
All right.
And
That's everything.
Josabet
Josephat.
has a question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's your question? I guess we
Not
can
sure.
say goodbye to all of the people that are on Amazon, and then we will come hang out with the people that are on YouTube. So 1 second here. I will say thank you to everyone that was hanging out with us on Amazon. Do you want to tell them where they can find you?
You can find me at the Scott Peachy on Instagram, at Scott Peachy on Twitter, youtube.com/technically speaking. I will be going live
Tomorrow.
tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Nice. Caleb wants you to know he's saying farewell. And he says, I don't leave my house. So, no, you wouldn't buy this, but maybe I would consider it when I leave the house again. I actually find it's actually a good thing to have in the house. Like I said, anyways, every time I've used it successfully, I was probably because, well, no, I guess there was one time I was outside. I'd say most of the time I was inside, just FYI. Okay, Amazon, we're going to say goodbye to you, and then we're going to switch over to all of our peeps elsewhere. So goodbye to Amazon. We will see you next week. Okay, we're hitting goodbye.
And the comment about
See.
the question, can you make videos about how to add pictures in iMovie and iPad?
Add pictures.
You have a whole series.
I have like a ton of videos on my channel about video editing. So I'm pretty
They
sure
are
it already
definitely there. So
exists.
they exist out there. So I will say, check out Shelly Saves the Day's YouTube channel because there's a ton, and I know this for sure. There is no shortage of videos about how to add pictures into iMovie.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
And
Oh, Caleb is here now.
and you can definitely find them on her channel for sure.
Yeah, I mean, basically, once you're there in your video timeline, you hit the plus, and then you go to your library, and then you hit plus, and then you add it as you decide if it's an overlay, a cutaway, whatever. You can actually see pretty much the exact same process when I did the how to add GIFs or GIFs. I don't know how you say it in iMovie. So I did that one very, very recently. I also did like how to do green screen inside of like iPhone, iPad, like in the last month, and it's the exact same process. So you can see it in those videos as well. So like I've done it multiple times in a few different videos, but those are two definitely that you could go take a look at.
Is it the same process with an iPad and?
Yeah, it's the same. iMovie on iOS is the same.
There we go.
Yeah. Yep. My iMovie does not show green and blue screen. It does. You have to first add it, and then when you say how are you going to add it, then you say it's either cutaway, picture in picture, side by side, or add green blue screen. It's all there in the menu once you add it to the thing.
There you go.
It's all there.
Booyah!
Can I send the video? No. But go look at my videos, the recent ones. I mean, it's how to add GIFs, and the other one is the how to do the green screen one. It's like in the last month that I've made this video.
There we go. Pixelpia is packing, so I would say
yeah, they're moving.
Be careful, please, please, please. You are a favorite YouTuber. Congrats. You are a favorite.
Not you. No, just kidding.
Definitely not me. Definitely.
You're one of my favorites, though. Yeah.
You are one of my favorites as well.
Hey, we got a little message in the chat. I don't know. Can you see the chat when you're okay? It says, congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat.
Oh, I did not see. I can't see that.
Oh, okay.
Well, congratulations, though.
I know that's a very active chat section tonight. Thank you, everyone, for that. That's awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. How are you feeling? Are you feeling any more relaxed? Are you feeling good?
No, I have to go fix network stuff. I know as soon as I get off of this call, I have got to go fix network stuff. And I'm not looking forward to that.
First of all, I want you to know that I'm very proud of you for persevering through. Like,
well, thank you.
It's definitely not easy when you're in the midst of a personal crisis / electronic failure. I get it. I see you and I appreciate you. I am sorry that I was not more sympathetic in the beginning / ever, apparently.
You're fine. You're fine. No, I was fine. It was just like
I did feel a little bit bad because like as you were telling me, like I still don't have internet. Like I wasn't like kind. I was just like, so you're gonna dial in.
you really were. Like I was like, wow. I mean,
although I did start with I'm sorry. I think I sent an I'm sorry.
You did say I'm sorry.
So that was me not being as much of a jerk, but I was still like, so are we doing this thing?
I didn't take it personal. Plus, honestly, I was like, I was in the midst of like, all right, if I just do all of this, like the wires that are upstairs.
I actually thought you were like canceling, and I was just kind of gonna be like, because I was also in the middle of like disconnecting from this live chat over here. I was like posting a reel or something, and I was kind of waiting for stuff to happen. And I was like, hey, I get it, life. If you can't come in, and I was just kind of like, I was in this weird zone where I was just like, it is what it is, man. And then like later, like an hour later, where you're like, oh, that sucks, or what? Like maybe I should say something. But no, I was in the zone at the moment. I was just like, okay, we're moving on. Plan Z.
No, and see, this is the suckiest part out of all of this. It's like I was super early. Like I got the items to Shelly days in advance.
Oh, you
let
did.
Alone hours
you were
in
like,
advance.
I am so on it in advance, and I was like, you're way ahead of me because I haven't even like. I did. I wrote you that back.
You did. And then like today. I did a factory reset on my internet this morning at 7:15 in the morning. Not a time to do network anything, by the way. It's 7:15 in the morning because I haven't had enough anything
coffee to have any of it make sense.
And then
pull the blue wire.
And then at 5:36 or something like that, it goes down again, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I'm troubleshooting multiple mesh points, and I'm like, I don't have time for this. This is ridiculous.
Caleb says you need to get an IoT network so your smartphone doesn't fail on you.
I know I do definitely need to do that. I actually just went and bought a brand new router. I went to Micro Center and bought a Ubiquiti Alien.
I'm going to show you this message so hopefully you can see it. I thought it was nice that Restream is actually like telling you like, hey, we've received 100 messages for this. I was like, that's nice. That's nice of them to say that. So, see, people were very like appreciative of you showing up and like, still saying your piece. And I appreciate that. I'm sorry I wasn't more sympathetic. I'm sorry I called you short. I don't know what that's about.
I literally don't. I don't
really
take
don't
it
know
personal.
where that came from.
It's fine. I don't take it personal. I ain't mad at you.
That's
mad at you.
That's good. So I already know that you're going to be live streaming tomorrow. Do you know what your topic is going to be?
Not a clue.
Fair enough.
Not a single clue.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'll probably talk about the Pixel 6, talk about some Pixel folding stuff.
Yeah.
It's
You
like,
thinking that it's gonna fold and all
I
that
don't
stuff?
know. Like I love the Samsung Fold 2. I thought it was a
Uh-huh.
beautiful device. Not $2,000 beautiful.
Yeah.
Just
So
not. Like,
few of their phones, any phone, honestly, is worth $2,000, you know? I think once it gets past like $1,200, $1,500, it's so like, ow, like it hurts so much. You have to be like, I have to be blown away.
it's
Like,
gotta do
I need to
something
be
really
blown away.
special.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that you can do with like a Pixel 4a right here. Like I have a 4a. It takes great photos, pretty good videos as well. Doesn't chug or anything like that. All day battery life. What I mean, for the majority of the folks, what else do you need?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, I gotta go do my network stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out
Thank
with
you.
me. I will see
Absolutely.
you next week. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be here. Join me live tomorrow. You know where to
All
find
right.
me.
Yeah. Go check them out. And if you guys want to follow along to know any of the other previous Would You Buy That episodes, we also have a website, which I'm a week behind on, but it has all of our shows. And we also have a playlist here. So you can go back and watch all of the things that we asked each other, would you buy? Oh, I do have to tell you one thing before we jump off.
Okay.
Though. Summer Silvery has broken 500 subscribers.
I am so proud of her.
I am too. And I just wanted to make sure that we called that out because last week, people who were here, we featured her book on the channel and we were talking about how she was so close to hitting 500 subscribers. She was about 16 subscribers away. And I'm not saying that it's because of anything that we did. I just want to call out that she hit the goal of 500 subscribers. And if you haven't yet checked out her channel and want to check out some really cool digital illustrations, short videos, all that good stuff, go subscribe to Summer Silvery on her YouTube channel. So I'm just going to put that out there again.
Outstanding human being.
She is an outstanding human being. And so pretty too. It's not fair. She got all the stuff.
She got all the things.
She got all the things.
You know what
man.
she also has? A network that works.
Yeah. All right. And you have beautiful hair. All right.
Thank
so, I
you.
mean, other people just have all the things. And I'm always just like,
Oh, stop it.
man.
You have beautiful hair. You're an awesome person.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, everyone. We will see you next week. And for
right,
another
y'all.
episode, have a great night. Bye.